What's up, everybody, and welcome to part 3 of the DuckTales Remastered walkthrough.
Pack your bags, boys. We're off.
This time we are going to Transylvania. You might recognize part of this from the original game if you played it. Looks quite a bit cooler now, and it's raining outside. Now, in the original game, all you had to do was just bolt to the end and find this hidden mirror that was through an invisible wall, and then you could go straight to the end and fight Magica. However, in this one, you're going to rescue your nephews and collect strips of paper to put together some sort of a magical spell. You think I would have got hit first and then picked up that ice cream cone. Anyways, you're going to get the paper for this magical spell, and then the mirror will open up for you to go and fight Magica. It's basically the game's way of preventing you from beating this level in about 2 or 3 minutes, which is what it took before. So I'll shut up. You guys can enjoy the video, and I'll just chime in if I feel like it, because I'm going to sit here and watch it while this goes on. And try to come up with strategy to beat it on hard, because I keep running out of lives. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so this is your first mini-boss fight. There's 3 of these. This happens to be Huey, who is locked in the dungeon. And there's a ghost. Only it's not a real ghost. We're going to unmask this guy and see who it is. If you played the tutorial, I'll bet you can guess. Okay, so we'll skip all that. That's just a cutscene. I don't want to ruin it, and you probably don't want to see it, so we will skip. And I totally messed up right there, because I think you can go up to a secret area on top, but once you smash that chest, there ain't no getting back up there and then. How's that for good grammar? Ain't no. Alright, so here is, this part right here is actually from the first part of the game, where you would rescue one of the nephews. I don't know whether it was Dewey or not, but where you would rescue one of them, only there would be like a, I think it's a monkey or something. Only they've changed the scenery around here a little bit to accommodate this boss fight. Mini boss fight, I should say. Definitely a welcome addition, because seriously, flying through the game and beating it in 2 minutes isn't fun. Everybody beat Avatar, but nobody had fun. That's what they'll tell you. Oh, I just played it because it was fun. No, they didn't. I didn't. Alright, you probably recognize this part from another video. We're going ahead here, and it's where you're going to collect the heart container. I started somewhere nearby here to give you a little bit of lead time. If you haven't watched that video, that video I'm talking about, which I'll link here, shows you where to get all of the heart containers in all of the levels, for those of you who did not want to watch the entire series of the walkthrough. Although if you're here, maybe you do, and I underestimated you. If I did that, I'm sorry. If you're not here, I'm not sorry because you're not seeing this. Hopefully you didn't skip ahead and land at that part. Okay, so I think this is actually the part I was thinking of, which we're a little bit closer to that heart. It's pretty easy to get. It's just through a hidden wall. And don't waste your time hitting the coffins in the room because they're just two ghosts. I wish I'd have known that. I wish somebody had a walkthrough that I had watched before this, so I wouldn't have done that. They make the invisible walls pretty obvious though. Like, if you couldn't tell that that was something out of place, then I got no help for you. But that looked pretty bad, especially when you get close. It disappears before you even go in it.
Of this diamond.
You can tell this has changed just a little bit through here. Because I kind of got confused and had to go back because it just seemed a little different than what I remembered. I thought maybe I missed something. Turns out I didn't.
Watch this. Part of the spell matches the inscriptions.
So this cutscene right here is where they're telling you need the, I left this in here to show you the pieces of paper that you're going to be picking up, but if you watched and played this far, you already know what they look like. But I came here a little bit early and wasn't ready for, I need one more before I can go through there. Now coming up here, if you want to go on the lower tracks, just don't jump out of the cart. You can just fall down with the cart and then jump at the last second and you'll get on these lower tracks. Or higher tracks. I think I actually do it here one of these times. Just not here. I do actually do that though. You'll see. Alright, here's the third and final boss fight. And as you can see, they've upped it to 2 ghosts that you have to bounce over.
Nuts.
Good thing you only have to hit him 3 times because I probably would have died. Now this map, you do not get that in hard. That's something to keep in mind. Hard is pretty much old school hard.
This is actually starting to be fun. Really lost my hat on that one.
You shouldn't do that either. That's what happens when you jump way too late. go. That was actually a little bit early. Late would work too.
Onward and upward.
I think if I were to keep falling down that it would have just taken me back to the beginning if I remember correctly.
Specifically, is that you?
So I did not
It
go
most
that way.
certainly is. Why, just look at all these cobwebs. This place could use a woman's touch.
Marvelous
Mrs.
job
Beakley,
as
is that
usual,
you?
Mrs. Beakley.
Go on.
He's
Mr.
looking right
Duck.
at her. He needs to
No
push his
need to
glasses
worry
up a little
about
bit.
me.
Ha-ha! Jackpot! I've never seen a gem like this before.
These guys are hard as hell to land on.
Oh, ow, ow, ow! Swing a hit. Up I go. Ow.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. There's this finalized feeling of going through that mirror that you're never coming back, which you can't, but it's not like I couldn't have just reloaded the level. But anyway, that's the end, and then you head right through this mirror, and we are on our way to Magica.
Ow. Easy.
Scrooge, why must you always meddle? That coin is
You want to
mine.
remember to grab that red one. Okay, here we go. Boss fight for Magica. They really did a pretty decent job of mixing up these boss fights and changing. I mean, some of these parts, like this part here where she's flying, is something that you saw in the original game, but the mirrors and the lasers and all of that stuff, I thought that was really awesome. that they were able to switch that up just a little bit. Ideally, if you could stand on the treasure box, that's what you want to do. Want to be careful about using your cane when those parts come up. And there you have it. As promised, I will skip this last cutscene. You can see how much I got, and after you are talking to the boys here, the achievement will pop.
There's no such thing as a convenient moment.
Too true, Louis.
And I should have the other video up tomorrow night. I figured I would just do one a day because of Grand Theft Auto. You guys understand, I know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.